Welcome to yoga. In this class, I suggest to set an intention for letting go of control, the inner control freak in you, and just surrender to the universe and believe and embrace truly that the universe always has your back. So the intention would be something in terms of I surrender. Let's close the eyes and stand on your feet, grounding through all four corners of each foot, getting as much as possible coverage from the ground with the feet. Close the eyes for a second. Place the palms of the hands forward, shoulders back and relax. Draw the chin in, extending the neck. Repeat the intention 3 times in your head in present time. I surrender, I surrender, I surrender. And draw the air, following it with your attention all the way from the nostrils, getting in, flowing through the lungs, all the way to the bottoms of the lungs. And place your hands on the belly. Feel the belly extending forward on inhalation and towards the spine on exhalation. We will try to maintain that belly breath throughout the practice. Use the breath to show you where is your edge today. If it becomes shallow or restricted, that means you're too deep in a pose and you need to back up a little bit. Or maybe you're holding too long and you still need to back up a little bit. Always use the breath to monitor where you're at today. Be mindful about your practice, meeting yourself where you're at your edge. And hopefully, with practice, that will translate in your daily life, make you more mindful about everything that you do, feel, and are. Inhale, hands above the head, belly forward. Exhaling, floating the arms down as belly goes towards the spine. And continue this at your own pace, mirroring the breath with the movement. Relaxing all the facial muscles, the space between the eyebrows, the jaw muscles, the eye sockets. On the next exhale, we're going to rotate towards the left. Keep floating up and down with the arms. On the next exhale, we're going to rotate towards the right. And keep alternating left and right. With the breath. Breath and movement are one thing throughout the practice. On the next inhale, interlace hands above your head and ground through the feet more. Maybe spread the feet apart a little bit, more of a distance between left and right foot. And extending really high through the hands. Tucking the tailbone here as maybe it's sticking up. You want to protect the lower back. And hinge over towards the left, grounding through the right heel. Back towards the middle and hinge towards the right, grounding through the left heel. Back towards the middle. Left again, a little more this time. And grounding through the right heel, extend really good the entire right side of the body from right heel to right fingertips. Look underneath the right arm. Full breath. Back towards the middle and then towards the right, more than the first time. Ground through the left heel and look underneath the left arm. Back towards the middle. Keep the length of the spine that you created and flow the arms down, palms forward. Inhaling arms above your head and hinging from the hips, straight spine, forward fold. All the way down, relax the hands and the arms like a rag doll, moving left and right. Place the hands on the shins and inhale into flat back. Look forward. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, forward fold. And find your way into downward facing dog. Walk the arms forward, walk the legs back. Begin pedaling one heel at a time. Left heel down, inhale and exhale. Right heel down, inhale and exhale. Left heel down, inhale and exhale. Right heel down, inhale and exhale. Actively pushing the mat away with the hands. Fingertips are spread really wide to protect the wrists, or stay on your fists if you have anything going on in the wrists. And find tabletop. Untuck the back toes. Walk the hands towards the left. Where is the breath? Walk the hands towards the right. Once again, notice the breath. Back towards the middle. Tuck the toes, lift up, downward facing dog, tailbone high towards the sky, pushing the mat away with the hands. Ideally stare at your navel, chest towards the thighs. Walk the feet towards the hands and maybe widen the stance between the feet. Slightly bend the right knee and then walk your hands towards the left foot and then towards the left. Send the breath into the back of the left leg, extending from tailbone to the heel. Walk towards the middle and then towards the right. Left leg is bent in the knee, right one is extending, sending the breath on the back of the right leg. Breathe. Walk back towards the middle with the hands and slowly lifting up one vertebra at a time. Once you find yourself on the top, do a few shoulder rolls. Inhaling, arms above the head, forward fold. Walk the hands forward, walk the feet back. Find your downward facing dog. Again, and this time, both of the heels are aiming to go towards the earth, tailbone towards the sky, pushing the mat away with the hands actively. You want to really extend the backs of the legs. Inhale yourself into plank. Body is flat as a board. Couple of breaths here, engaging the core, shoulders away from the ears. Elbows are slightly shy of lock to protect the joints. Exhale, downward facing dog. Look forward and place your left foot towards the left hand. Plant the right heel down. Engage the core and inhale your arms above your head. Warrior one, squaring the hips forward. On exhale, find your downward facing dog. Inhale into plank and ride the breath down. Elbows in towards the body, chaturanga. Inhale into up dog or cobra. Exhale back to downward facing dog. Look forward and place your right foot forward towards the right hand. Plant the left heel for support. Engage the core. Leading with the hands and with the face, lifting all the way up. Warrior one on this side. Squaring the hips forward. On the next exhale, we're going to find downward facing dog again. Inhale into plank, another chaturanga, elbows in, lowering, exhale, ride the breath down. Inhale into up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Look forward, left foot towards the left hand, plant the right heel down. Warrior one, inhalation. Straighten the front leg as you're folding over the left foot. Breathe into the back of the left leg. Try to have it straighter, but still shy of lock. Keep the left hand on the mat, elevating the right arm up towards the sky. Bend the left knee. Engage the core and lift up warrior two. Notice if your arms are on the same level. Rotate left shoulder forward, right shoulder back, and then look behind the left fingers. Windmilling hands down facing dog. If you feel like skipping plank and chaturanga, from now on stay in downward facing dog when we do those, or just do those. Inhale into plank, elbows in towards the body, lowering, write the breath down. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Look forward, right foot forward towards the hands, plant the left heel down. Inhale, warrior one, squaring the hips forward. Straighten the front leg. And then fold over the right foot. Breathe into the right leg. You want it straighter, just shy of lock. Bend the right knee. Elevate left arm up towards the sky. Engage the core. Lift into warrior one on this side. Notice if your arms are on the same level. You want to be moving right shoulder towards forward, left shoulder back, and look beyond the right fingertips. Keep tracking the right knee outwards. And exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale into plank. And then turning to side plank on the left side. Right arm up towards the sky. Choose to look towards right fingertips, towards the sky. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale into plank. Moving left arm up towards the sky. Look towards left fingertips towards the sky. Back to downward facing dog. Take a break here. Feel free to move into child's pose. That would be on your knees, untucking the toes, and sit on the feet, extending the arms forward. Face towards the earth. Hope you have a drink available next to you. Feel free to grab it anytime. On the next inhale, find yourself in downward facing dog. Walk the feet towards the hands, and the feet are about shoulder distance from each other. Slowly lifting up, one vertebrae at a time. Cowboy shoulder rolls at the end. Begin shifting your weight into the right foot. So immediately when we shift the weight into the right foot, our hips are going towards the right. Instead, we want to have strong core, center right hip as the right leg will be very strong towards the ground as a tree trunk. And imagine you're growing tree roots from your foot into the earth. And then begin elevating the left foot somewhere above or below the right knee. And then grow the tree branches. Sometimes we have differences between left and right. Like right leg might be a little bit tighter than the left. The same way, sometimes we have differences between our balancing poses between left and right. And sometimes you're just more balanced than other days. And if you do get out of the pose and you lose balance or something, stepping right back into the pose very slowly, kind of like sneaking into the pose, is the key. No slamming yourself in like a ballerina, but instead, very slowly and breathe. As we begin transitioning to other poses, keep that in mind. If you lose balance, coming back really slowly is the key. Begin moving the knee towards the chest and find yourself hugging the knee towards the chest, and with the help of the arms, pulling the knee towards you. Leave the knee in the left hand and then just move it to the side to the left as you counter the balance with the right arm on the opposite direction. Breathe. It helps if you stare at one point that's in front of you, drifting point of concentration. Perhaps use your peace fingers to grab a hold of the left big toe and maybe straighten the left leg. Where is the breath? Very slowly exiting, mindfully with control. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, arms all the way up and yourself up. The same thing on the other side, shifting the weight on the left foot. Watch out for the left hip if it's going outwards. You want to be strong on the left foot. Elevate the right foot above or below the knee. Spreading tree branches. Where is the breath? Just like in poses that require a lot of core, balancing poses sometimes restrict our breath and we need to kind of force it in lower. Find your way, knee towards the chest and hug the knees with the arms. Keep breathing fully. Keep the right knee in your right hand, moving the right knee outwards. And then left arm goes towards the left to counter the balance. Maybe on this side as well. Use your peace fingers on the right hand and grab the hold of the big toe, straightening the right leg. If you do lose balance, very slowly getting back into it is the key. Don't judge yourself for it. Just notice sometimes there are differences. For many years, I was more balanced on my right side, so I had no problem with any kind of balancing poses on the right side, and then the left one was pretty wobbly. Whoopsie. Just said that, and then you see, I lost balance. Slowly getting back into it, sneaking into the pose. Right back where we were. Growing 3 roots from the left heel. Left leg is like a tree trunk. Left arm, right arm are kind of like branches. Very slowly getting back. Oopsie, I lost balance again. There he goes. And that's okay. Inhaling, arms above the head and forward fold. Walk the hands forward and the feet back, downward facing dog. At this point, probably downward facing dog feels more like a resting pose than what it was in the beginning of the class. Just notice. Remind yourself for your intention from the beginning of the class. Repeat it 3 times in your head in present time, full breath. Inhale into plank, chaturanga, lowering mindfully with control, elbows in towards the body. Inhale up dog and cobra. Exhale down facing dog. Look forward, place the left foot forward towards the hands. Keep the right heel up this time. Inhale yourself into high lunge. On exhalation, we're going to move right knee down, but not all the way down to the ground, just hovering about a couple of inches away from the earth. Exhale down. Inhale back up into lunge. And once again, exhale down. Inhale back up. Continue. And when you're ready, with kneeling hands, downward facing dog, elevate the left foot up and flare it towards the right. Look towards your left foot underneath your right arm. Back to downward facing dog. Look forward and right foot goes forward towards the hands. Keep the left heel up. Engaging the core, lifting up into lunge. And then, just like what we did on the other side, on exhale, we're going to lower the left knee. Inhale back up. Few times. Keep the breath flowing with the movement. When you're ready, find yourself in downward facing dog. Elevate the right foot this time up and flare it towards the left. And look at the right foot underneath your left arm. Back to regular downward facing dog. All feet on the ground. chest towards the thighs. Imagine that I pass in front of you and I press in between your shoulder blades, moving your chest towards the thighs. Look forward and move left knee forwards towards in between the hands and take the back heel. So you're on the top of the right foot. And then first from high pigeon, begin kind of finding your way in the pose and maybe lowering on top of the left knee. Maybe even walk the hands forward. Breathe. Where is the breath? Is it full? Relax the left foot, the entire left leg, left hip, and any other areas that might be tight. Begin walking the hands towards you and slowly lifting up. Let go of the right foot from the mat and see if you can grab it with your right hand. Grab the right ankle, right foot, whatever. Some people can't grab it, that's okay, just lifting it off the ground. If you can grab it, maybe pull it towards you. Meeting yourself where you're at. If you feel like you can pull it more towards you, maybe place it in the crease of the elbow, the foot that is. That's cool. Some of these poses take a long time to release, and just take your time. Perhaps let go of the left arm from the mat, and perhaps even left and right hand interlaced with the fingers. Breathe. Breathe if you can. If you can't, that means you're too deep in the pose. If you're interlacing fingers, letting go very slowly, mindfully with control, you don't want the muscle to snap right back in and spoil what you stretched. Very slowly letting go of the right foot, slowly, and then bring the right foot all the way forward, and ventrally right knee goes forward, and then left leg goes back on top of the left foot. Find your pigeon on this side might feel completely different than the other side. It's normal. This is one of those poses that really exposes differences between left and right. For example, definitely tighter for me on this side. And just notice, no judgment. And if you notice throughout, let's say, several practices, 5, 10 practices, that means it's more like a normal thing for you to be tighter on that one side. And to balance this out would be better if you spend A little more time on the tighter side. Eventually, begin lowering perhaps. I see some of you getting into the pose really fast. You don't want to slam yourself in a pose. You want to sneak in. In case I don't say it enough times, try to be mindful about how you get in a pose and how you get out in a pose. That's not one of those mindless routines in the gym where you do 100 reps real fast of something. You need to be really mindful about your movements. Someone just showed me middle finger. Okay. Not saying any names ever. So if your hands are walked all the way forward, begin feeling how you're relaxing your right foot and your right leg. Relax, sending the breath where it's needed. Also, if there are any other areas that need to be relaxed, just tell them to relax in the will. Send the breath there. Very slowly, we're going to begin walking the hands towards you if they're forward, then eventually lifting up. Let go of the left foot from the mat, and if you can, grab it. Grab the left foot or the left ankle with your left hand. If you are grabbing it, pull it towards you a little bit, as long as the breath is still existing and kind of full, you're fine. Perhaps place the foot into the elbow crease, especially if you do it on the other side, try here as well. And if that's available, maybe interlace fingers with the two hands. Where is the breath? Exhaling slowly, releasing. And get your left foot all the way in front, feet together, about 1 foot away from you. Try to keep the spine straight here, moving the knees into the direction of the mat. Maybe the elbows are helping the knees to go down, and maybe you're folding a little bit forward, maybe even above the feet, trying to keep the spine straight as we're concentrating on releasing the leg muscles. If your spine is curved, then the spine muscles will give in when it comes to spine muscles versus leg muscles, because the spine has lots of muscles but they're little, and the legs have big muscles, they're strong powerhouse of muscles. So by keeping the spine straight, we're concentrating on stretching and releasing the muscles of the legs. After the legs are stretched, then that's a different story, which we're almost there. Inhaling yourself up and place the legs straight in front of you, and then space out the feet about shoulder distance. Hinging from the hips, moving forward with the face, forward with the chest. And then here it will help first if you place your hands behind you for support to keep the spine straighter. Moving forward with the face, so not down yet, but forward. And breathe. Flex the toes towards you. Point the toes. Flex the toes. Point the toes. Flex the toes and begin walking the hands forward towards the feet. Full inhale and exhale, sending the breath down the backs of the legs. And then begin folding from the lower back, middle back, then shoulder area, and then finally the head towards in between the legs. Slowly exiting, the face goes first up, then the top of the spine, middle of the spine, the lower spine, everything lifts up. A couple shoulder rolls perhaps. Whew. Feel free to grab a drink of water anytime. And find your way into spreading the legs about 80% between some inner hamstring. One of my least favorite ones, but it has to be done. If something is not something of your favorite thing, that means you need more of it because it's hard and there's something there that needs to be worked on. Just a side note, not just for yoga, but for everything really. Walk the hands forward. Where is the breath? Point the toes and flex the toes several times, relaxing the backs of the legs as you're moving more forward with the hands and more down with the face. Point the toes, flex the toes, point the toes, flex the toes, full breath. Maybe even move the breath not just to the lowest part towards the belly, the lowest parts of the lungs, but also on the backs of the lungs. Using a little bit
your body will be able to more, release what's no longer needed, any tightness and rigidity in the body, in the spirit, in the mind. And now it's a good time to come back to your intention from the beginning of the class. And if you have forgotten it, just come up with a new one. Repeat it 3 times in your head in present time. Mindless, I surrender, I surrender, I surrender, I surrender. Letting go of control.
Very slowly begin walking the hands towards you. Slowly, don't want the leg muscles to snap right back in, remember? And then square your shoulders towards the left foot and then move towards the left foot with the face. Flex the left toes. Inhale yourself up towards the middle and then square towards the right foot. Moving with the face towards the right foot. Flex the toes. And then when you're ready, begin lifting up. Square forward. Place the arms away from the heart center. Moving left arm towards the left foot and keep the face straight and the torso straight. Reaching the left foot towards the left foot. If you can reach beyond, then do that. Elevate the right arm up towards the sky. Breath all the way down to the bottom of the lungs. Inhale yourself back up into hands, arms parallel to the ground. Right hand towards the right foot, left one elevates towards the sky. If you can go beyond the right foot, do that. Inhale yourself back to parallel to the earth, arms. Exhale, left foot, right arm up. Inhale, back up. Exhale, right foot and left arm up. Inhale, back up. Left. Inhale up. Exhale, right. Follow the breath visually all the way into the belly. Don't restrict it just to the chest and left. And right. Inhale both arms up towards the sky, interlace fingers and maybe keep the pointed fingers out. Face forward and exhale towards the left. Hinging from the hips, engaging core muscles, lifting up on inhalation and to the right on exhalation. Inhalation up to the left. Inhalation up to the right. Inhalation up to the left. 50 more. Just kidding. Want to see if you are paying attention. Full breath. And when you're done with that Let the arms just float down, maybe shake out the shoulders and use the hands to gather your legs together. And then lay on the mat, hug the knees towards the chest, and move left and right. Move the arms perpendicular to the torso. Maybe the palms down for support. Elevate feet towards the sky with the straighter legs. And halfway to the left, exhale, hold, inhale and exhale. Lift up back towards the sky, inhale. Exhale towards the right, halfway, and hold. Inhale and exhale. Lift up towards the sky. Exhale left, hold. Lift up towards the sky. Exhale towards the right. Hold towards the sky. Last time towards the left, halfway though. Because we're gonna still do the left, but all the way. So this is halfway, and hold and breathe. Lift up and towards the right. Hold halfway here. Lift up. Let's do all the way down to the left. Look towards the right hand. Look back towards the sky. Engage the core. Lift up the feet all the way up. Rotate feet back towards the right side all the way down. And then change your gaze towards the left fingers. Breathe. Look towards the sky again. Engage the core. Lift up the feet. And here, it will be helpful if you plant the palms of the hands into the earth, towards the earth. Exhale, feet to the left. Inhale, feet up. Exhale, feet towards the right. Inhale up. Exhale, feet to the left. Inhale up. Exhale, feet to the right. Up. Left. Inhale up. Right. Two more. Up. Left. Up. Right. Up. Left. Up. Right. Was that two more? If it wasn't two more, we'll just do one more. If it was, then that's fine. I kind of just sidetracked for a second, flew away with a thought. Thoughts will come in. What you want to do is, the moment you catch yourself, don't judge yourself, but instead notice, oh, here's a thought, and just observe it like a cloud on the sky, and then come right back to your practice, into your breath, and into your intention. Bend the knees towards the chest, moving left and right. Plant the heels down and begin elevating the hips halfway into a bridge.
halfway of what you can, so like 50%. And then place the arms towards the feet, maybe with palms down, maybe walk the feet more towards you. Walk the shoulders towards the feet as well, tucking the chin, and do not move left or right with your neck. You want to keep the head straight. Inhale, lower into hovering about a couple of inches off the mat. Inhale back up a little bit higher than the first time. Maybe even full expression of the bridge. Exhale, lowering into hovering about an inch away from the mat. Inhale yourself back into bridge and perhaps interlace hands underneath you. Breathe. Very slowly begin lowering and eventually find your way into hugging the knees towards the chest. Move left and right. And then get a hold of the big toes with your peace fingers into happy baby, moving the knees on the two sides of your body. Incorporating self massage of the lower back. When you're ready, slowly begin releasing the feet. Legs straight or feet together. Relaxing into our last most important pose, Shavasana. Palms up towards the sky. Tuck the chin. Body is flat. The most important pose because it seals the practice and also it teaches our body perfect body alignment. Close your eyes and prepare for our meditation. Relax the feet, the bottoms of the feet, the tops of the feet, the toes, the heels. Relax the ankles and the shins, the calves and the knees, the thighs and hips. Relax the entire length of the legs, inside and outside. Relax the lower back and the belly, all the core muscles. Relax the spine and the chest and the shoulders. Relax the entire torso, inside and outside. Relax the arms, full length of the arms, biceps, triceps, elbows, hands, fingers, palms, forearms. Breathe into the extremities, breathe into the toes. Exhale, relaxation. Breathe into the fingers. Exhale, relaxation. Relax your neck and your throat, inside and outside. Relax your face. The eyebrows area, the jaws, space out the two jaws. Relax the tongue, relax the muscles of the eyes, relaxing the scalp. Feel the tingling sensation from the blood circulating on your skin. Repeat your intention from the beginning of the class 3 times in present time. Visualize inhaling white light through the crown of your head, going in towards your heart. Visualize the bubble of your magnetic field around you, filling up with a white light coming through the crown of your head to the heart, and from the heart spreading into your magnetic field in a protective bubble. With each breath, your magnetic field in your protective bubble becomes stronger and denser. With each breath, more white light to the heart, and then dispersing into your magnetic field around you in a protective bubble of energy. Keep laying down and repeat your intention again in your head in present time as I play some instruments for you to help you see all better the practice. This is a crystal ball in 432 hertz that resonates with the earth's frequency. And you have a stereo surround sound, so the vibrations will translate right into your ears, into your body, into your soul.
for practicing with me today and hope you have a beautiful day and beautiful week. See you Friday. Drink lots of water and remember your intention. Bye.